On down. Sit it on down.
Hi, lady.
Hey, how you looking cute?
Well, I've been to Unity Awards this
Okay.
morning. Honey, I'm so proud of you. What's all like that in there? Come. I got Miss Givens back in the building this week. What you say? Yes, and as rumor has it, really I'm not impressed. If y'all ain't listen to the words of this song, y'all need to go ahead and go do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Come on in. What you say? Come on in the room. Share the live. Tap the screen. We are here with a live this Thursday. Friday? No. Wednesday. I'm a day early because I got to be over there in Tyler tomorrow, honey.
I'm just going to be honest. Since this man became president, I can't keep my days straight.
Everything running together, and it's like you wake up every single day and it's something new else. Extreme. It's something new extreme. It is something else going on. Some of the fire he done lit, and we just in the thick of it. Just, trying to make the best of it.
Trying to survive.
Right. But for the most part, thank y'all for tuning in. We are back. Tap that screen. Send up some stars. Share the live. If y'all are in y'all cars before y'all get ready to go get y'all kids, this is definitely a episode you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that. We're going to come to you guys about a couple of different things today. I actually have a couple of... No. I'm going to say this. I believe that I have found another co-host.
Oh, me?
Okay.
But you ain't...
She done showed up.
Say less.
She done showed up.
Say less.
And she said yes.
And I shows up on time, not CP time.
And that's what I do. That's for real. I like that, but that's probably because you're in the medical profession too. So you really want these I show up on time.
For me personally, when you play with my time, I find it disrespectful. So I try not to play with nobody else's.
We're really too much alike. I don't know if
that is so disrespectful
for the people. Because times two,
it might be what they need.
You might be right.
It might be what they need.
I mean, because times two.
Rumor has it that might be what they need.
Well, I'm just saying because my time is very valuable. It is very precious.
And it's getting more expensive by the day.
And if you take that out of consideration when you're dealing with shine, I cuts it off. Because my time is very valuable. And I believe I don't have a lot of time to waste. I don't have a lot of time to play. I stopped playing with the radio because it was playing too much. I mean, I just broke it. You hear me? Just push it right on off the... I ain't got time to play. I mean that.
But I'd rather somebody play with my money than my time. Because to me, time is so much more precious than money. I can make money back, but I can't get that time back that I wasted on you.
True. Now you got a point there.
And you only get so many minutes in your life, and I'm not finna waste mine sitting around waiting on somebody when they could have been adult enough to say, hey, I'm running 10, 15 minutes late. Ooh, a little late text.
Honey. Oh, you want the money today. Timing is everything. That's one thing you can't get back either. A lot of people don't realize that, and that's why I don't play about my time too, because my time, I can't get that back. You done had me hung up on the string. You done told me we're going to do this, and we're supposed to do that, or we're going to have a meeting at this time, and then either you don't show, or there's nothing, and there's no communication. Mm-hmm. I get real offended. And I leave you right there where you at, too. Yeah, straight like that. Rumor has it, I just debunked another one. If y'all think it's a game, play with my time.
That part.
Period. ...
Because I will slap you with the $25 inconvenience fee. I'll slap you with a $25 inconvenience fee in a heartbeat.
And you know what? And I'm really, really glad that if we are able to do this on a consistent basis, mm-hmm. it will definitely help with the timing, because there are times that, I might get a cancellation for a podcast, mm-hmm. probably an hour before, mm-hmm. Sometimes 30 minutes before, or, whatever the case may be. So when my guests can't come on, by us being able to do something consistent, I think it would be really, really great for the algorithm too, of course. Mm-hmm. So if you're totally interested, I'm really, really serious. I'd love for you to come back.
I said say less.
I love you to come back and do this on a weekly thing, because there are so many different topics that come across my mind, that go across in a day-to-day, every day, you know, the things that we definitely should be talking about as a community. I don't get a chance to hold these conversations or it pooed out my brain, right? After I've been done everything I need to do for the day. Then once I get home and start dealing with Mr. Shaw, honey, then have to get in there and start rattling them pots and pans, I don't want to talk.
Not about this.
That.
Right.
Not about that.
We got other things to talk about at the house.
We have to go on to something else, yeah. So this will be good, Givens.
I'm sure my 15-year-old will be so happy because she's like, Mama, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you
Mama,
running her down.
Yeah, I do. Because I want her, listen, it's too many ignorant people out in the world. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's too many dumb ones. I don't want her to be one of them.
Gotcha. Well, with that being said, y'all, we just clocked another rumor, honey. We got a whole nother other co-host here to compliment Rumor Has It.
Oh, we look good on camera together.
You know, Rumor Has It. We just elevating and leveling up some. So we do have Brother Carter, who is definitely our wingman. He helps out on the backside with lighting, with editing, and all that good fun stuff. And then he gives a male point of view. So we might have a three-way panel at some particular point in time. I really like talking to Brother Carter because he shares a lot of information from a male point of view. So then we do get a chance to have open dialogue, definitely about some of the conversations that could seem taboo, you know, or you maybe have an idea and want to talk about it, but then from a male standpoint, they shut down because they don't feel like they're either going to be heard
or safe,
or safe. It's not a safe space. Somebody may manipulate their words or something of that nature, whatever that looks like. I'm just glad that we have an open forum now, and it is definitely something I believe that we need here in the Long Beach area that we're able to control, right? The podcast space gives us a little bit more flexibility
and
freedom to talk about the topics that are near to dear to our heart. Yeah, we know that Facebook may, not narrow, but trick the algorithm where we don't get as much exposure. But the idea that we actually are able to have exposure, have conversations, that's what I'm really, really glad about as far as Rumor Has It is concerned. So y'all don't be afraid. Like, we want to come in and talk about all kinds of topics. Just
leave in the comments some things that you'd like for us to talk about too.
That would be great.
This is for you. Yeah. So I would really like to know some of the things that you want us to talk about. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you ask me, I don't have a filter. So be prepared for your answer. It might not be the one you want, but I promise you it's gonna be the one you need.
See, I don't got that good phone in my hand right now, but I had seen my daughter a TikTok the other day, and it was a little cartoon, and it said, "I like to cuss." And so she was walking. She said, every now and then a little cuss word just make you feel better.
It does. For me, a good F placed in the right place in that sentence, it just.
And I think that people perceive me as one thing, and then once they sit down and they get to know me, they're like,
definitely.
Sean, did you just say what I thought you said? And did. But that's for you to get to know me. You understand what I'm saying? So once you get to know me, then everything is good. But
if you take the time to get to know me for me and not the me that somebody told you that I was, that's the problem that I have with people. Because a lot of people come to you with an attitude based on what, and then when they get an attitude, they say, no, it was you, because I'm a true Gemini. I'm a mirror. Whatever you come to me with, if you come to me with an attitude, like you can meet 5 people and all of them will tell you they met 5 different sequences. Because I am the person that they meet. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you got an attitude, if you're going to be a bitch, I'm going to show you what the definition really is. Because you was misinformed.
And I'm just a free breadcrumbs behind that Gemini. You understand what I'm saying? Because we so right there together with that Cancer and Gemini. I really think I kind of straddles the fence sometimes too, because, I can be crabby, but then I can be lively. I can still be rambunctious. Just all of that. Life of the party, everything. But then I can also go in my shell and just not really have a whole lot. For none of y'all.
That part.
Whole lot. I'm sorry. 0. Zip. Zilch. Cero. For all of you. Let me cover all of them.
Wait, which one is that?
0 cero is Spanglish.
Spanglish?
That's my Spanglish. Cero.
Learn something new today.
Cero means 0. So you get nothing. No, let me stop. But no, for real, how your day been? What you been doing this morning?
Trying to stay out of jail.
It's got to be something in the atmosphere. I'm not gonna play with you today, Givers. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna tell too much of my business, but it might have been the same situation. Because if I tell you, this is definitely something for real in all seriousness though. Dealing with the city currently. Had an appointment this morning and was helping out a community member, someone in the community, right? There's a whole nother set of rules when it comes to court-appointed lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We watch TV, and that's one thing. But when you come into contact with it in your local area, and everything that has come out in regards to history, it's sad when you actually have to see it for yourself.
Oh.
So I'm not going to say that I may have been on the cusp of going to jail,
Mm-hmm.
but to be on the other side of the table to help advocate with this community member, right? It's just really, really sad how the system is dynamically set up. Because to me, that court-appointed lawyer is only a negotiator. They do not, solely my opinion, come across as having the client's best interest at heart.
But we know they don't. Because after it's all over, they go to eat with them. And they friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they already had that stuff set up. Like if somebody, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let you pretend like you.
You're so smart.
Yeah.
And that's basically what today was.
But the system was always set up that way.
That young man on the other side of the desk had the nerve to tell me, well, that's just how Greer County is set up. And I said, so you mean to tell me that just because that's how they set up, you're not going to fight for your client? He said no.
He said no?
He told the truth. Unbeknownst. Because I had him on edge.
Oh, wow.
I hate I didn't record it.
I hate you didn't either.
I started to already have it recorded, but I didn't. Because I really thought he was going to be,
I got body cams.
I ain't going to say I thought he was going to act in integrity. I just should have followed my first mind.
Mm-hmm.
I should have followed my first mind. Because that was a bunch of malarkey. So, I kind of want to talk about it. I kind of want to talk about some of the things that I know that our community, young adults, those that are uneducated about the system, on how to navigate it, right? And what your options are, what your rights are. We sometimes don't fight for what's truly right because you either feel like you don't have time, I gotta go to work, I don't want to deal with this. And that's how they continuously win, because we don't stand up and fight for what's right. This is borderline racketeering. Mm-hmm. This is borderline extortion, because now
borderline it is.
You basically are trying to put a person in a position to come pay you money every month that has not been convicted of a crime, what they call pre-trial conditions, which is a bunch of baloney. And how many of our young children, middle-aged adults, and even us older adults have been subject to these same conditions, and you fall for it because you don't know that you have rights. I told that young woman this morning, I said, you're not going to do none of that. You're not going to take none of that. No. So if we got to report you to the bar, sir, that's what's next. Because I got time today.
I know. What's that name of that movie? African Violet. Have you seen that movie?
I don't know.
It's what? I think it was Louisiana.
I see movies in Africa.
Where they have like a raid every while they just go in and grab people and put them in jail. And then they'd have to plea bargain to get out. Even if they didn't do nothing, they would do it. And they gave people, their snitches, a list and said, we need this many people. Yes, and they put their name on it. Well, they put this one lady that was a snitch, she put her boyfriend's baby mama on there.
No way.
So they came and got her out of her job.
Shut the door.
And so it ended up being a court case because she had no record. And so she refused to plead. Because if she had a plea, she would have got kicked out of the projects, and she would have lost her home for her children. Like, it was a whole thing about how they do this every once in a while. They just send a whole SWAT team in and grab everybody they can see. And then they have to fight to prove that they were innocent.
Well, I feel like this young lady should definitely stand and fight. We were able to watch what was in the discovery, and it definitely warrants an opportunity for that specific professional to go to bat for their client. But it's very evident
they don't care.
that you don't care, and you're going to play the rules to get a conviction. Even though you're supposed to be court appointed.
Yes.
You are still in cahoots to get a conviction with the state, because every option on the table was not about a dismissal. And this is very, very warranted. A Class B misdemeanor. Warranted for dismissal.
They don't get money if they dismiss the case.
There you go. And we know that that's what it's about.
All about
At least I know that. But I just hate that in the community that we live in, I know for a fact that there are other residents that have faced this, whether if it's in this county, in this city, or anywhere else. Y'all need to really, for real, understand and read and comprehend what you're reading about these laws, and don't be so willy-nilly to just lay down and take it with no Vaseline.
Ouch.
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
I do too.
I don't think you should settle.
But my thing is, I'm at the end of my rope for trying to get people to stand up for themselves. It's like I want them to stand up for themselves more than they do, and then they get mad at me for trying to get them to stand up for themselves.
You got a point.
Because if they're not going to stand up for themselves, the only thing you're going to do is give yourself a headache, an ulcer, and they're going to talk about you for caring.
Oh, that's a good one.
Baby, I'm telling you, they told me up for caring.
Ain't that something though?
Yeah, because somebody even said that, told me I need to just seek help, because I was saying a lot of people struggling with their health. And I was like, I'm going to block y'all if I see you saying you struggle, because I told you I could help you. And then somebody told me that it was my problem. Why do I even care if somebody's struggling? And that I should seek professional help.
Well, I can't
Mind me for caring.
I can't help the way God designed my mind, my heart to be a servant, to care.
But you know, it shows you how bad times are when there's a special word for people who care. An empath. If there's a special word for people who care, that's a problem. Because I really thought everybody cared. When I see a mother lose her child, it hurts me like I've lost mine. Wow. I thought that was everybody. I didn't know there were people that don't care about stuff like that.
I mean, I can't say I don't care. My heart may go out to them, but I may not have any emotion because it's not home, I guess. I don't know.
I wish, really, if I could. I was driving, true story, swear to God. I was going to the courthouse to turn in my financial report. You know, the 8 days before the election, I turned in financial report. Okay. And I passed by this church with all these cars. I just wanted to cry so bad, and I did not know. And like I was holding myself, like, what was wrong with me? And I went inside the courthouse. I said, "There's cars all around." She said, "Oh, it's either a courtroom or a funeral." Oh. And so I went down thinking it was a court, and the court was locked, so it was a funeral. I said, "That's why." As soon as I passed that church, it was like this emotion. I wanted to cry so bad. Now, that's why I don't go to huge funerals.
There are some instances where some things will tug at my heart. Maybe if I'm watching a movie, or very seldom. That's just because I done got numb. No, I'm saying I've really got numb to a lot.
I don't want to get numb.
I
can't afford
it goes back to kind of like what you just said in reference to you be villainized or become a villain for caring too much. Right. And it's not to say that I think I know everything or I have the solution for it, but some of these instances I've been through. And so I can maybe tell you how I handled it. That doesn't mean I know everything. However, it's just that I care. And I want to be there. But then when you make me feel like I shouldn't, then I go numb. And I don't, like, I'm not giving anybody half of me anymore. Right. Like, I just, because they don't appreciate when you do care and when you are going above and beyond. And then you actually, and I'm a true
I can testify to
like,
that.
I give my time, I give my money, I give my heart, you know, not conditionally either. Right. Like I was, who did that? When I was telling you that the other day, I give you the rope. No, that was one of my friends. Or somebody, I live by that. I will actually give you the rope. You hang yourself when you're dealing with me.
Mm-hmm.
I give people the rope.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the opportunity to use me. Pretty much. And I believe in saying no. Now, don't get me wrong now, because I do say no. My husband tells me I mean all the time. But I have, no is in my vocabulary now because I paid rents, I paid car notes, I paid save your light bill, I helped you with this and helped you with that. And it's never reciprocated.
Ever.
But if you come to me and out of love and I say whatever it is that I have to say when you might need me again, then that's a problem. That's when I turn into that villain because I've cared too much. And so now you don't want to hear what I got to say because I do care. And I'm trying to figure out why are we here again. But, you know, hey, I digress.
Right.
But we talking about Grant County.
But it all goes together because if you didn't care, this wouldn't be weighing on you.
True that. And it bothers me because I know just like this young lady is going through it, there have been, and there will be more.
Up is for years, hundreds of years. The judicial system was set up as a replacement for slavery. Let's just be clear. Police officers started out as slave catchers.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So
according
it
to history.
Meant to rob us and steal from us. It's not coincidence that when we go to trial, it's that we're guilty until we prove we're innocent, when everybody else is the opposite.
You said something, and that's a real deal, holy film. But I'm gonna digress on that because I do, have comrades and constituents that I see in the city quite often. But we're gonna let the author of the Most High, the author of my life, who is the Most High, we're gonna let him have the last say so. How about that? Did you watch the news on yesterday? No, 2 days ago about the. I think you did tell me that. Well, wait a minute. Have you seen anything in the headlines about Mexico?
I saw a little bit about Mexico, but I really didn't dive into it. I know something about the cartel or something.
Ma'am, the cartels is live and kicking over there. Honey, they took over the whole airport.
Was there ever any doubt that they were live and kicking?
People are stranded. Americans are stranded. Ain't able to get to the house. Running out of food. Probably still locked inside this airport. And what is the U.S. doing?
But they knew that this was the perfect time to do it. they proved the U.S. don't give a damn about the citizens. So that would be the perfect time. They know they can get away with it.
Well,
Trump don't give a damn about you. You stranded in Mexico. You think he's gonna come save you?
They showing up.
Shit.
They showing it too. They are really, really showing how much they actually care.
This man don't care about his own family.
And then I see one lady say, she going exempt. She ain't paying no taxes to fund nothing. And I have a problem with that because from a tax professional standpoint, you don't need to go exempt. So don't listen to that bull crap, okay? However, I understand. I'm just saying, but I understand going exempt. Then you don't want to put it to the pot. But that ain't going to stop nothing. They don't do what they want to do anyway. I don't give a damn how much tax dollars you do pay or you don't pay. They print money every day. Just on the whim, because they want to go print some. Right or wrong.
They print so they can steal it.
So it ain't gonna matter.
They've been robbing us blind. Ooh. They've been robbing us blind.
Well, I just know that that's a whole situation. I really hate it for the people that are there that are stranded. So if you do have someone that's there, I had a friend girl of mine stop by yesterday, and she had some friends that went over on a trip just last week, and they are stuck. And nobody there's no cavalry. They are running out of food. They are running out of water. And they're just there. Stuck. No help. Phone's about to die. If they probably I don't know. I'm gonna have to check back with her. But if you have family over there, my heart does go out to you.
It does. I know what. Because even when you get them back, still they over their pastime. That's their job. They still got to pay their rent. That kind of stuff right there can just set you back to where you end up. If you come back over, you won't have nothing. Let them put you out your house if you ain't paid your rent. Turn your lights off.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that we are actually dealing with. That's why I say every day we wake up is from one extreme to the next. So sometimes I choose not to watch the news.
I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news. I don't like the way they portray black people.
Yeah, it's bad. So that it is. It is bad. Another trending topic is the upcoming elections. We got a little battle going on over here in Longview, Texas for District 3. I really hope that those candidates, I hope that district gets a great candidate.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I hope that for every race.
For every race, true. I'm not in that district, but I really, really do hope that whoever the candidate is that is elected does the work for that district, because it definitely needs some attention.
The battle is against a Democrat and Republican.
One of them may be a Republican. I think one of them is a Republican. He's an adamant Republican. But for him, he speaks from a place of experience, because he's always, I guess, kind of worked in and out or had different people that he's associated with within the city.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very well known community clergy member that is a Republican that's running for that district. But I think all of the rest of them are Democrats. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got a pretty little choice. They have pretty good options to choose from, I'm going to say.
Good for you. We have no Democrats running where I live but me. I'm the only one. and I've been the first one to run in years. And you're making history
because you said that the last time. You're the first African American, Black American woman. All right.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Second?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
is the other lady still living?
Yes.
Okay. Mentor? You get some mentorship from her? Or
no.
How's that?
I really haven't even reached out to her.
Okay.
I probably should, because don't nobody know what I'm going through like she.
That would be a great idea. Because I look at mentorship as being, it's not the fact that I'm going to go step by step with what they suggest, but because they have been in the arena,
mm-hmm.
they definitely can give some tips, suggestions. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. I believe in mentorship.
Especially since we're both running for the same reason.
Cool.
Because she said she ran because God told her to.
Got it.
And that's the reason why I'm running. And I really think that he told her to, because he knew that if she didn't, I would probably not be in this. Kept going. Sense. Because I would have made history being the first woman.
I'm not playing that.
So since she's there, now I have to win in order to make history. Second is cool, but I'm all about first.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I ain't never getting no race to get second. Nobody else. I'm just saying, who lines up to race to get second? Nobody. Yeah, everybody lined up with the expectation.
Well, I'm going to take that back. If second came with like a prize, $500, I might be okay with it. But
I'm not running up for none of that.
I did my coin.
I'll be the runner-up. I'm okay with it, but I mean, that ain't what I lined up for.
No, that's true. I didn't sign up for it, but I'll take the coin.
See, come on. And as far as Justice of the Peace, I know you talked about it the last time, and I'm still doing some edits, so it ain't running yet. Sorry. I've been busy.
No problem.
I've been busy.
But I got videos from last year I ain't even looked at yet, so I can't talk.
But I know you kind of gave everybody a little overview as exactly what Justice of the Peace does, which they help with the evictions, of course. You pronounce the deceased too. Would that be one of your responsibilities as well? What else does the Justice of the Peace? What are the responsibilities?
Marriages, like small fines and things like that. I'm still researching exactly what the job details, because like I said, when I ran, God told me to run. So I looked on there and seen what I qualified for and what I could afford. And so I was like, okay, God, if you want me to run, you got to come up with these fees. Okay. And the fee, no, for real, because I ran for school board. And that was an unpaid position. And I drained a lot of my money running, and I got like 200 and something votes where my opponent got over 1,000. So I said, this time, I'm not paying. I paid last time. So I said, God, if you want me to run, you have to give me these fees. So somebody heard I was running, and they gave me a donation of $350 because I told them that's how much the fees was. Yeah. So I got the check. I said, $350. That's not enough. Hold up. That wasn't enough. It's supposed to be $375. So I was like, okay. Oh, well, I guess. And then somebody came with a $20 bill. So I got exactly the amount I needed to run.
No, that's right.
And that's the reason
Won't
why.
he do it?
Yes. Yes, he will. Even when you don't want him to, because I don't know.
Okay. Now, I have this question for you because I feel like I can ask you that, right? Okay. When you are preparing yourself for your position, based on what you have gathered so far, is it better to come from a spiritual standpoint in your cause for why you want to run in that position, or education and experience?
I'm always going to lead with spiritual because that's just who I am. But I believe that you can have a blend of all. Because it's going to be spiritual, but it's also going to be educational. So I really don't separate those two. Because when you get me, I'm a spiritual person. So even if I'm talking and cussing out my mouth, it's still spiritual as far as I'm concerned. Because I'm connected. Because God's not only in me, He's on me. And I can't help it.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that is because
I know why you asked that.
For me, I want to see the separation to a certain degree. It's good for me to know that you come from a spiritual background and you have that. But then when I don't want to see my candidate get out there and always lead with that. Is the reason why I asked that. Right. I just want to hear what your solutions is. I want to know, and I know you can't fix everything, and I know it has to be, either lobbied or put into some type of a bill. Somebody has to agree with whatever it is and before it's passed. However,
but my position is not really like that.
Not like that, but I'm just saying in general.
Right. My position, I think you really want someone that's godly because I have to judge you and give you time and give you money. And that's not different. I'm not making laws or nothing. I'm actually judging you. True. So you want a godly person to judge you.
Someone that does have fear and reverence. I get that.
Now, when I move on, I'm still going to be a godly person, but I've already set the foundation that you know who I am and what I'm about. And the only reason why I'm running, honestly, is because sometimes when people are unopposed, they don't do like they're supposed to. When they know that somebody will, I'm just saying, somebody's gonna go. I'm gonna go through because I've already requested the files. I want to compare your fees to the men and women, your fees compared to the blacks and the whites. Like I want to make sure that you are a fair judge. And if she's a fair judge, since I'm only there in case you're not fair, I probably might start campaigning for you, for her, because
that makes sense.
Because I only think that she should be removed if she's not doing the job properly. If she's doing the job properly, why would I upset that? And you got the experience.
Correct.
I just want to make sure you're doing your job fairly.
Got it. And that's what I want to hear. I'd rather hear this is just me, y'all. Sorry, I'm not shooting no slugs, nothing. I'm just saying for me. It's good for me to know that you do have that, or whomever these candidates, that they have that spiritual background. But I think that when they have the opportunity to lead with their cause, it shouldn't be from a spiritual level.
Right. And I know why, because a lot of people lie. And I'm just going to be honest, and this is the reason why I am more vocal about it, because everybody that was upfront about it, it's to me they was the bad people. It was the main ones claiming to be spiritual that was the ones doing all of the bullshit. So I feel like I have to be more to offset that because that's all people were seeing. Because now people don't even want to I don't even like saying I'm a Christian anymore. I just say I'm Christ-like or I'm like God. Because they have ripped that word up to where I just don't want nobody to think that I'm on the same side with the white Christian nationalists. They have completely ruined the word Christian for me.
I really have been struggling with that. And I know what I was raised up as, right? I know we were raised up as a Christian family. We stand under that Christian banner. But the last time we talked too, again, my whole mindset has shifted probably in the last year as I have indulged a little bit more in history, right? I love history anyway. But just for me to indulge in it a little bit more, and I'm not talking about your TikTok indulging. I'm talking about tangible books that I go and I freaking get and I'm reading.
But books is a thing of the past.
Books
is up there with the dinosaurs.
Well, I don't do
nobody read
audio,
anymore.
but I don't do audio, so I gotta have a tangible book. So I still go and buy books, right? But it's just, do I want to be labeled as that?
At this day and time, I don't. Because it's not just the white Christian nationalists though, but it's also the black Christians that are stuck in their ways that don't want to change based on the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Like some things y'all stuck on, I'm kind of looking at y'all like you really ain't no different than them. You just doing it a different way.
My degree is in theology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it, plenty right there.
So, yeah. I have a whole different point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Just, it's only one God.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is religion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we come to find out. And that's why I don't identify as a Christian anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was filling out my, doing my reapplication for Jarvis University, and I struggled answering that question. They wanted to know what your denomination is.
Mm-hmm. I think more people are becoming spiritual. And I really think for me, spiritual is getting more close to my ancestors and my culture. Because that's what we were before we were brought over here in Christianity. And the Bible and stuff was forced upon us.
Very true.
We didn't know nothing about no Bible when we was in Africa.
One thing Dr. Sabi said when I was in his rabbit hole, he said that when they shipped over the African Americans, what they didn't bring with them was the diet and the spirituality.
Of course not.
And that's where we've been lost ever since. I ain't gonna say we, but you know, the ancestors in reference to that. Because I ain't never been to Africa, so I can't say I'm an African American. Y'all can call it whatever you want. But I'm a Black American. I believe I'm a Black Indian. Because my grandma said we had Indian in us a long time ago.
I did too.
Long time ago.
On both sides.
You hear me? And I wish I could find her birth certificate.
Oh.
But they do come up on, so I can go back to like 1940s and they come up on the U.S. Census. Mm-hmm. But anything prior to that, I can't find. So I found a video last night, and I do know that my mother's side of the family, the Browns, they were traveling from the Mississippi, Kansas area. Mm-hmm. So that, I'm saying all that to say what I watched last night was about the Kansas Indians and how they migrated.
Gotcha. But my family's still fighting for our land.
Really?
So.
Wow.
It's been a
How
big
much land y'all got?
200 acres.
Oh gosh.
And that's just on one side. We got some
Where
on the other side. Outside of Louisiana.
Really? Girl, and I seen something in the paper. Girl, I read that in the paper yesterday about them. Amazon is supposed to be built right there on the border between Caddo Parish, Shreveport, and Bossier.
Oh,
yeah? They finna uproot Caddo, the Lake Caddo. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it because I know that it is what you call I don't know, it's not historical, but it's the Everglades swamp thing, whatever they want to try to identify to keep it, to preserve it. But Amazon them put the money up, in other words, and they supposed to go ham.
They don't put the money up.
They'd already cleared it down. They showed a picture where they didn't clear it out, the trees out, everything, honey. It's a data center.
If they've already cleared the trees out, then they've already done it.
Gone. It's on and popping. It's on and popping.
I'm just surprised it's not a detention center. You know, Texas has been popping up everywhere. I told y'all, be careful. We just got this huge juvenile detention center in Carthage. In Carthage. I'm like, why do we need a huge detention center like that in the middle of Carthage?
Really?
Yes. I thought it was a new jail. I could be wrong, but I saw juvenile center on there. I'm just like, why do we need a building that big for juvenile center? We ain't got that many juveniles to fill up that center, do we?
They gonna bust them from somewhere else?
Well, you know, when they started using that law that they have about the phones, they got the kids comfortable now because ain't nobody stopped them from using phones. They use phones all day.
Still? I wondered about that. I wondered about that, and I was really flabbergasted again because when the results came out about that proposition, we still didn't show up at the poll. Okay?
I tried.
No, seriously. I tried. Hey, we still didn't show up at the poll. So my thing was, okay, and I went to school board meetings before the school started, a couple of them, and they were talking about the plan that they were going to put in place to make sure that, you know, maybe they didn't have as many write-ups on the kids because they still had their phone. Okay, so it was more or less, we're going to let the kids be in control of making sure that they keep their phones in their backpacks. And I'm just saying to myself, once let somebody catch a fight, that phone is coming out. So now you got a whole other situation to deal with just because you decided to pull that phone out and record the fight at the school. And it could have been done away with. Now, here's my opinion. Maybe it's a little radical or extreme. I just feel like the kids didn't take the phone to the school anyway.
Well, I don't.
See, you one of them.
Do you have a child in high
You
school?
better get to that office and call me.
Do you have? How you gonna get to the office?
Man, listen, that's like we did when we was in school.
Right, but that's different because some of these teachers are doing some diabolical stuff
that
needs to be recorded. No, seriously, I honestly believe that's the reason why they don't want the phones in the schools is because that has been trapping them in a lot of stuff that they don't have no business doing.
That could very well be true. I didn't think about it like that.
And I'd rather have the phones and let the kids record it. That way there's nobody, you can't lie if it's on video.
But most of this, well,
you can't lie if
some
it's on
schools
video.
have videos in the room now.
Yeah, but they don't let you see it.
True.
Because I had an incident on the bus with my daughter. They wouldn't let me, for the safety of other children, you can't see.
I think that's a bunch of bull.
It is a bunch of bull.
Because you still call me about mine and you
exactly.
tell me I can't see the video about my kid.
Well, I seen it and I don't trust your eyes.
Because now I got to go by your opinion.
Right. And you are being, like, the person who was over the school thing, he called me aggressive because I took out pen and paper and was taking notes. And then he started yelling at me and I'm like, bro, I said, who are you talking to?
Like, for real, who are you talking to?
I don't work for you, technically. You work for me.
That go back to that court-appointed lawyer. You work for me.
I said, it's best for you to get you a witness in here. Because, so he called someone. Well, he didn't know I was recording the whole thing.
I hate I didn't record.
I was recording the whole thing.
I hate I did not record that. Oh, I hate I did not record that.
I record everything. Because one thing about me being a black woman, especially in the medical profession, if you don't have recordings, I can't tell you how many times recordings have saved my tail. But people lying, talking I didn't make visits as a home health. I have my own sign-in sheet where I make them sign for that very reason. This woman called and said that I had not been coming. And they was talking about Medicare fraud. I said, hold up.
I know you lying.
That was last week. That was this week.
CYA.
If I hadn't had it, then what? I would have lost my license over a lie.
I bet y'all won't step foot in there no more without it going. How about that? I should have followed my first mind later. I should have, but I didn't.
People have called me and they're like, this recording needs, this conversation needs to be recorded. Right. I hit decline. Go get my recorder.
Turn yours on and call back.
I missed your call. What was it you wanted to say?
See, come on.
I done caught teaching a lie doing that. We got a meeting tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. How you doing? It's Broken Hands with Shasha. If you just tuning in, it is me and Miss Givens. I don't want to butcher her first name, so that's the reason why I always say Miss Givens.
That's fine.
I want a nickname, so you got to come up with something I can call you, because you know I'm shy. Well, Shanitra, everybody.
They used to call me Shay.
I don't want that, because they're going to say Shy.
I know Shay and Shy.
And they always, if they ain't calling me Shy, they calling me Shay. Shay, where you go? And I know y'all say all black folks look like, but I ain't the Shay. Do I got to be the Shay just because? You'd have been the Shay too.
We got a lot in common, even down to the nickname.
I will answer, but I'm gonna correct it.
Well, I stopped letting people call me Shay because I didn't like the fact that they didn't learn how to say my name. So at first it became I was Shay because I got tired of telling people how to say my name, but then it started felt like it was being disrespectful because they wouldn't say my name. So then I started begging them to say my name.
Kindergarten. Ever since kindergarten, I've been having to try to correct somebody on how to say my name. I still can't tell you what my mother was thinking, and had the nerve to ask me did I like my name at the age of 45. Now, man, why did you wait till I was 45 to ask me that?
How about at the first day of school? Every time a teacher stopped at a name,
it's me.
Lisa.
Here I am.
It was all, as soon as they make that face like,
oh, look at you. Yes, I so remember that. I worked at Walmart and I had them change my name badge. They had my whole name under. And people, they trying to name it, say it, take that off, put S-H-I. This was S-H-I, I was going by shot, but now I'll just write S-H-Y. Because then people are saying she, C, Side.
S-H-Y?
I put S-H-Y now.
Oh.
But I was putting S-H-I. Because it's really how you spell my name.
Gotcha.
S-H-I. They still messed that up. So, yeah, anyway, I digress. How y'all doing again? It's Rumor Hands with Shy Shaw. And we are here bring you some news that you can absolutely use. Maybe not, but I hope so.
What you do with it is what you do with it.
Right.
Whoever has it.
Yeah, this is one of our first just off the dome podcast, and so it's like it's looking like we're going to be coming a little bit more often, and I'm liking that idea because I be having some rambling thoughts. I be needing somebody to talk to about.
You know, I'm tired of talking to myself under my subscription.
Okay, I ain't by myself. See, I ain't graduated to the subscription yet. Well, I said I ain't gonna start messing with them on that. They ain't sending no damn stars already, so they ain't gonna pay for no damn subscription.
Well, that's what I say. I'm talking to myself. I'm in there by myself. I got like 2 people in there, but it's really like talking to you. When I go live, they don't be in there. So I'm just, but it's therapy.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's therapy. A lot of times I'll vent and then I'll delete it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent me a message, hey, stop going live public because you know you regret some of this stuff. Listen, I don't regret nothing I say, but if you say that, okay. So I just started going live in the subscription, and then a couple of weeks later, then
Why do I gotta regret something that came up and out?
Because I'm running for office. Because I actually did a live today not a live, but a post today where I told her, I said, fuck Trump, fuck ICE, and if you don't like what I said, you can guess what I'm saying to you.
But wait.
Invented.
So for me, we're out with the voter. We know who we are. We're gonna say what we say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the other people, they gonna put a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather you know me unmasked than see me with the mask.
That's a double standard though for Black women, especially professionally.
Because we always get labeled as the angry
right,
Black woman.
and I'm supposed to be professional at all times. On my personal page, I've had people hating on me because I'm cussing and I'm not being. I had one nurse actually tried to get other nurses to go against me and demand an apology because I was cussing on my personal page.
What I owe you an apology for? You over here on what, my page?
Hit dogs will holler. I was talking about hating ass hoes and turned out she was one. That's why she was so mad.
Ouch. Just say ouch. That's what the pastor tell you. Just say ouch. It's okay.
Part.
And move on. Own your shit and move on.
If you wasn't a hating ass hoe, then what I said wouldn't apply to you no way. So
you wouldn't thought I was talking about you.
Hit dog will holler.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Yes, honey. I'm telling you. So y'all ain't ready for this. But you better get ready because it's coming. And
I'm gonna let you know too. I'm a little turned down. I ain't really turned all the way.
I know you turned down that because the last week you was on 10. I was every bit of that. I was cool with that. But this is
a turn down a little bit because I'm mad at my child. And this is the little thing that pop me off.
We ain't gonna let it pop you off because I'm like a tick boom today. I ain't gonna lie to you for real.
I think everybody, it's the atmosphere.
Is it the atmosphere?
It is the atmosphere. Because I tell you, sometimes I get up and got to bed and I start going to, I just hope I run into a Karen today. I really.
No, that was me 2 years ago.
I really want to run into a Karen today. But then when I get to stuff like, Lord, please don't let me run into a Karen. Because I really don't have time to go to jail because that's where I'm going.
That was me 2 years ago. I was looking for a Karen. You remember? I mean, looking and I found some. Found this Dallas Cowboy game. Baby, let me tell you. You thought you had to come from Green Bay. All the way from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Down to Dallas, Texas. And we're going to cut in front of me in my line and make like you did it.
Oh, yeah, they got that bad, baby. When they see you,
you just going to come stand over here, screw the other people behind me. Just, you thought you were finna stand by me and get laid on the ground. Y'all better get from here. I hadn't even had a drink. My husband said, what done happened? Y'all gonna get us put out of here. Then here comes my sister. Ma'am, listen, let me tell you something. Y'all better roll that beautiful bean footage back because I didn't do it. Shh. You had no business. Don't do it. You had no business. And then you want to try to pop out. I bet you went back to Green Bay with a bruise on your ass. I know you did. And I did go up looking for that Karen.
I don't feel bad about that lady I clipped at Walmart. That time that I went. It's been a minute. But she gonna look at me and roll her eyes and then pull her buggy out in front of me when I was already coming. I told her goddamn back of her ankles up with my buggy. You gonna pull out in front of me. You like go see me come, gonna roll her eyes and pull like I'm gonna stop. I didn't stop. I ain't see her ran her ass over.
Like them kids just run on my heels with that buggy. I couldn't stand them damn kids running on me with that buggy.
How many times have you said you want to one more time I'm gonna knock you out in the middle of the stove?
I bet you won't push the
I wouldn't even let my daughter push the buggy. Cause I'm like, if you push the buggy, I'm going to jail. We already know. I think you be doing it on purpose. Because there's no reason for you to run over every time I stop. My behind is wide enough that you can see it over this dang buggy.
Ma'am, the kids are male. Kids are male.
You mad because I made you clean up your room? You ain't fooling nobody.
Ooh, yeah.
My ankles up.
What I don't know. Like you said, I made them stop pushing that buggy. But anyway, so yeah, we do have quite a lot in common, and I think it's going to be for a great opportunity, a great show. We will come a little bit more streamlined next week or the week after. Today was just off the dome, freelance. I'm really glad about it though because it was impromptu.
What time is it?
It was impromptu. So we've been recording for almost an hour now. It's 3:24.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're wrapping up here in just a second. But no.
We got fast?
At the beginning of the show, we asked that if you guys have any suggestions, if you'll drop it in the chat. I am going to go ahead and post a link after this video post on how you can sign up to be a guest if you want to come in and be a guest. And or the YouTube link so that you can go out to YouTube and look at all of the full episodes for the past guests that we already have. And we do have some shorts that'll be kind of rolling around with the election candidates that we've interviewed over the last couple of weeks. We do have a couple more interviews that are scheduled for the local candidates. We have one other candidate that's out of Kaufman. I'll interview her over the weekend. So we'll get that spread out for social media too, just as well, y'all. I'm sorry. I went to Unity Honors this morning at the city of Long Vietnam Cop. It was a really, really nice, a nice event. I learned something about one of the honorees. I hadn't seen Mr. Tate in a long time, but I knew his wife because she was, they're the owners of the beauty shop that I used to go to as a kid, well, as a young adult that I was growing up. But anyways, got a chance to see that today, but he was talking about growing up in the Jim Crow era. Yeah.
What they don't really talk about. And I wish they would, because I think people realize how it looks like today.
Man.
Because we don't talk about it, so it's bad.
They don't talk about it.
And I've tried to get the elders. They won't.
They don't talk about it at all.
And that's the reason I'm like, why won't you though? Because these people need to know that it's what's. We just hear about the 20-year-old man they found hanging from a tree.
Not just that, but just giving people an idea of how we even got to where we are even right today.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still people questioning, well, why y'all didn't do this? Or well, heck, they couldn't.
Mm-hmm. It
was against the law for them to have a job first. Or no, it was against the law to not have a job first, right? So if they just walking and you pick them up and they say they ain't working, then they go to jail. So a lot of those things that went on back then has been hidden, whether it be from the book or just in open dialogue. So these young men and these young women can't even have an idea of really and truly what to fight for and why we need to continue to fight.
Right.
Because a lot of the things that we are still dealing with right now, like you said, is kind of still borderline with what happened in the past. And I wanted to ask a question once I did get with those elders in regards to why are they so fearful of talking about it now? Would they feel like they're going to be radical, or is they going to bring up some other emotions that's going to make them angry and they're going to act out? Like, why do you not want to talk about it?
I think that a lot of them, this is just my opinion from the ones that I've talked to, I'm adult geriatrics, so I spend a lot of time with elderly. I think it's fear of by bringing it up, you kind of put it back out there to where it could be possibly happening again, even though it's already happening again, but not to the severity that it was then.
Correct.
And then, that fear is instilled in, so you don't, and then you really don't want them to know the horror of, you want to protect them from what they went through. So by telling them, you're not shielding them or protecting. It's like with our kids. Like, I overindulged for my daughter. I did too much for her because I wanted to protect her, because as a child, I was taking care of the house at 8 because my mom was paralyzed. Okay. So I overdid it by not allowing her to do it. When she got grown, she didn't know what to do. And so I had to go back and teach her what I should have taught her as a teenager. But it's the same thing. They try to protect us by not telling us, not realizing that's really hurting us.
I know. We need to know.
We do.
We need to know for sure, for sure. And I'm going to let this be the last thing that I hope you guys think about. And maybe we can pick back up on it when we get back together and talk again. But, back when he first got into office, he went ahead and updated that order in regards to, I don't think he updated the order, or he did something in regards to businesses having the ability to segregate again.
Oh, yeah. Louisiana's already working
with the color sign back up. And that's what I wanted to leave with the audience today, or at some point, if I did come back on and have this conversation. What if tomorrow you get up and you walk in, or you think you finna go to Walmart, or you think you finna go to Target, or you think you're going into the dollar store, and it has no colors allowed? What are you going to do? What do you do? What are you going to do? I told y'all last year about silver. I was privy to some conversation. They was already stockpiling.
Oh, man. They,
you know why?
When they started doing them bunkers, I knew something was up.
Because you can barter with it. God forbid, even if the world shut down, you don't got nothing to barter with. Your phone not going to work. You're not going to have access to your digital banking account. It's not tangible money anymore. It's digital. Hello, good people. I need y'all to wake up and understand for real, what is really going on and what could potentially be your life tomorrow.
I've been trying to tell people that, and don't nobody want to listen. And not just silver, gold, and
yes,
food and water. I said food gonna be the new currency. You gonna be able to, if you got food, if you got a way to feed and people hungry, you can trade that for other things.
Absolutely, it's gonna happen. It may come to that point at some point, because
I don't think May. It's just a matter of when. With the way he's doing things,
it's when.
The way he's doing things and putting people out of business, and cattle production is down.
Yes.
He done got rid of all the farms. Yes. He's got tariffs on all the business. Businesses are going out. Honda's leaving the country. Job 350,000 black women that got fired.
Don't get funding. Not just the black. But it's impacting the white ones too.
Fuck them. The black farmers can't get no, but they voted for it because they got bailed out last time.
That's my reason for saying it. Because
you would think that as a farmer, when you saw the black ones not get funded, you know there'll be your possibility. But no, they thought that they was above it, so they voted for it again. So what they get this time, they deserve because they voted for it. I don't feel sorry for you.
I just want to know what y'all gonna do.
Go out there and eat your soybeans. They be hungry.
They can't even sell the soybeans. That was that man in North Carolina said.
They go out there and eat them.
He said they can't even get rid of the soybeans, honey.
It's not my problem, not my concern. You voted for it.
Ma'am, listen. If you couldn't go on Walmart tomorrow, what would you do? I think that may be the topic of the discussion when we come back. You shouldn't
be going to Walmart anyway.
Well, that is a very, very point. That's a very, very valid point.
Listen,
I ain't been to Walmart shopping in a long time.
I can't say that because there's certain things from Walmart that I have to have for my business. When I go in, I get that and I get out. I used to go to Walmart every day after work.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
I was glad that they stopped staying open 24 hours. Because what the hell, y'all need to be in the store 24 hours for anything.
I was doing a lot of business in Walmart. And you going to get you some ketchup, you gonna see one of my magnets sitting right there.
Oh, I started doing that. I just started doing that.
Yeah. You go to the bathroom over the store, you'll see one of my magnets
right there. I just started doing that.
I had a little outskirt for my book over in the book section. I put it back there.
That's how I got your damn magnet.
I I leave it at gas pumps.
I got it somewhere.
Outside.
Somebody put it in one of them little gift bags. And so I'm telling you, I had that Mac before I even met you, lady. That made stuck over there in that filing cabinet. For real. But no, serious. Hey, y'all want to come on, talk about it, tune in. Hey, let's have this conversation because if the color said no colors allowed is on a building tomorrow when you try to go in that stuff, what you gonna do? Because you're going to jail if you kick the door in. Mm-hmm. They're going to call LPD on you. Mm-hmm. What you going to do? You need some bread, some milk, some gas, some egg. What you going to do?
Better question. What you going to do if you go take your child to school? And they got that sign on there because Louisiana is working to segregate their schools.
I'm all for it if you want me to be honest.
You know, I am too. But I just wanted to be equal this time. Because last time we were separate, but we weren't equal. True. We had old, outdated books. And even with that, we came in out testing their students.
Absolutely.
And that's when the issues with us really began. When they seen, hey, they got these outdated books and they already started my kids.
I am kind of more leaning to, had it been, if I probably was an adult or a child in that era when it first popped off, I would have not wanted to go over there with them. Excuse me. I don't think that... I think we've gained enough education now. We should be able to educate our own culture.
Absolutely. But we don't even do it though. Now that we can, we don't.
True. You still rather bust them to school because you don't want.
Right. Even some churches, if you go to them and ask them what they're doing for Black History, I'm not doing that.
All these alarms is going off.
I guess it's time for us to get on up out of here. I gotta get there.
Okay, but no, y'all, for real. This is it. We're going to definitely pick this back up on next week. And the topic of that discussion is going to be about segregation. I think we definitely should start with that. That's fine. We can start with segregation because nobody's out here talking about it. There are definitely some changes that are going forth in our communities, neighboring states, so on and so forth. So instead of dodging the conversation,
that story that I told you about that mom having to pay that boy $3.2 million.
You did send me
when she called him racist because he shot her son with a BB gun while calling him the N-word, and then they forced him to drink piss. And because she called him racist, he sued her and got $3.2 million here in Texas.
So I heard about the story ahead of time, but I didn't know that was the actual story. That now that's who's having to pay for that? Mm-hmm. Shut the door.
Because she said that it was racist.
I wonder what did they do with that other little boy. We gotta do some research behind when we come back. The other guy from Capel, the dude that was at the track meet and he stabbed the other guy. Not Capel, was it Capel or Frisco?
Frisco.
Come on.